Hello everyone. Today I am going to give the lecture on gear and gear drives. The gear drive is the fourth bit of module 4. In this chapter you are going to study about gears, different types of gears, gear drives, advantages and disadvantages of gear drives over belt drives, velocity ratio of simple gear train and simple numerical problems. Now let us take a look into the definition of gear and gear drives. Here in the figure you can see this is the gear. Basically gear is a toothed wheel that engages with another toothed wheel in order to change the speed or the direction of transmitted motion. Or the gear may be also defined as a wheel provided with the teeth is also called as gear. And gears are used to transmit the power or motion from one shaft to another shaft. If the gears are used to transmit the power or motion from one shaft to another shaft, then the mechanism is called as gear drive. Gears are used for to reverse the direction of rotation, to increase or decrease the speed of motion, to move rotational motion to different axes. Next is different types of gears. Basically there are 5 types of gears. The first one is spur gear, second one is bevel gear, third one is helical gear, fourth one is worm gears, and the last one is rack and pinion gear. The first gear is spur gear. Spur gear are simplest and most commonly used gears which are designed to transmit motion or power between two parallel shafts. Spur gears are designed to transmit the power or motion between two parallel shafts. In the figure you can see this is the driving shaft and this is the driven shaft. The axis of the driving shaft is parallel to the axis of the driven shaft. And here you can see this is the driver gear and this is the driven gear. This gear is going to drive this gear. Under that condition this is called as driver gear and this is called as driven gear. If this gear drives this gear, under that condition this is called as driver gear and this is called as driven gear. In this spur gear, the teeth are cut straight along the circumference of the wheel and they are parallel to the axis of the gear or the axis of the shaft. And the application of spur gear are, they are used in the machine tools like lathe and drilling machine tools, and also they are used in the automobiles. The next gear is bevel gear. Bevel gears are used to transmit the power or motion between two intersecting shafts. Here you can see the axis of the driving shaft and the axis of the driven shaft, they are intersecting with each other. The angle between the axis of the driving shaft and the axis of the driven shaft is 90 degrees. Whereas the spur gears are used to transmit the power or motion between two parallel shafts, bevel gears are used to transmit the power or motion between two intersecting shafts. Here in the bevel gear, the teeth are cut on the outside of the conical surface and vary in cross section throughout the length. And the application of this bevel gear are, they are used in the differential gearbox of automobiles such as trucks and buses. The third one is helical gears. Helical gears are used to transmit the power or motion between two parallel, non-parallel but non-intersecting shaft. Whereas spur gears are used to transmit the power between two parallel shaft, bevel gears are used to transmit the power between two intersecting shaft, and the helical gears are used to transmit the power between parallel as well as non-parallel shaft but non-intersecting shaft. In helical gears, the teeth are curved and helical in shape, hence the name helical gears. The application of the helical gears are, they are used in high speed stages of automobile gearbox and also in steam and gas turbines. The fourth gear is worm gears. Worm gears are used to transmit the power or motion between two shafts having their axes at right angles and non-intersecting. Worm gear is a type of screw gearing that consists of screw meshing with helical gear or spur gear. In the figure you can see this is the screw gear and this is the either helical gear or spur gear. The axis of the gear is at right angle to the axis of the screw gear, but they are non-intersecting. The screw is called as worm and the gear meshing with the screw is called as worm gear. This is called as worm and this is called as worm gear. And the application of worm gears are they are used in the lifting devices and also in cranes and in conveyors. The last gear is rack and pinion gear. In the figure you can see this is the rack and this is the pinion gear. A rack is a gear having a teeth cut along the straight line and the pinion is a gear with the teeth cut along its circumferences. Basically this pinion gear is the small gear and this rack and pinion gears are used to convert the rotary motion of the gear into the linear motion of the rack. And the application of this rack and pinion gear are they are used in the drilling machine tool in order to lift the work table. So that was about different types of gears. And now let us take a look into the advantages and disadvantages of gear drives over belt drives. Advantages. The first advantage is gear drives are used to transmit the power or motion between parallel, non-parallel, intersecting and non-intersecting shaft. Whereas belt drives are used to transmit the power or motion between two parallel shaft. But the gears are used to transmit the power or motion between parallel, non-parallel, intersecting and non-intersecting shaft. And next advantage is gear drives are preferred to other drives when the center distance between two shafts is very small. Basically these gear drives are used when the center distance between two shafts is very small. If the center distance between two shafts is more, under that condition we are going to prefer the belt drives or chain drives. The third advantage is gear drives have higher power transmission efficiency. Here due to the absence of the slip, the gear drives have a higher power transmission efficiency, whereas the belt drives or the chain drives have low power transmission efficiency. The reason is in belt drives and chain drives there is a presence of slip which is going to reduce the efficiency of power transmission. The next advantage is gear drives can be used for low, medium and high power transmission. So this was about advantages of gear drives over belt drives. Next is disadvantages of gear drives over belt drives. Gear drives are not suitable when the center distance between two shafts is large. As I was telling in the second advantage, the gear drives are suitable only when the center distance between shaft is very small. If the center distance between two shafts is more, under that condition we are going to prefer belt or gear drives. The second disadvantage is gear drives require some kind of lubrication. Here, due to heavy load acting on the gear drives, lot amount of friction and heat is generated between the gears. In order to avoid that, some kind of lubrication is required for the gear drives. That is one of the disadvantage of the gear drives. The third disadvantage is damage to the single teeth affects the whole arrangement. Here due to the heavy load on the gear drives, there may be a failure of one teeth. If there is a failure of one teeth, then it is going to affect the working of the whole mechanism of the gear drive. So that is the one of the disadvantages of the gear drive. The next disadvantage is cost for the production of gear is high, and the last one is noise and vibration is a major problem when they rotate at higher speed. So this was about the advantages and disadvantages of the gear drives over belt drives. In the next lecture we will go through the velocity ratio of gear drives and also the velocity ratio of simple gear train and simple numerical problems. Thank you.